ChatGPT Garlic, OpenAI's secret weapon, just dropped. You've been using ChatGPT wrong. While you were stuck with the old model, OpenAI just released something that changes everything. Hey, I'm Ava. I teach people how to actually use AI tools without the hype and without the BS. And what just happened with OpenAI is one of the biggest releases I've seen all year. We're talking about GPT 5.2, internal codename Garlic. Yes, like the vegetable. And no, I'm not joking. This thing launched on December 12th, 2025, just 2 days ago, and it's already flipping the entire AI landscape on its head. Here's what you need to know. OpenAI has been in full panic mode. Sam Altman, the CEO, actually declared something called Code Red inside the company. Why? Because Google's Gemini 3 came out in November and absolutely crushed ChatGPT on almost every benchmark. Then Anthropic dropped Claude Opus 4.5, which also beat ChatGPT in multiple areas. So OpenAI had a choice: fall behind or go nuclear. They went nuclear. They took a model they were planning to release later in December, accelerated everything, and pushed it out the door in record time. That model is GPT 5.2, codename Garlic. Now, let me tell you what makes this thing different, because it's not just another small update. If you're looking to dive deeper into AI tools and actually implement them in your work, I recommend AI Profit Boardroom. Over 1,800 people learning how to use AI effectively. Everyone shares real experiences. What's working, what's not, which tools are worth your time, which ones to skip. No hype. Just solid information and practical guidance from people doing the work. It's helped me stay on top of updates and figure out how to actually apply them. Link in description if you want to check it out. How does it actually compare to Gemini and Claude? Here's the real data. On the GDP-Val benchmark, which tests professional tasks at expert level, GPT 5.2 scored 70.9%. That beats Claude Opus 4.5's 59.6%. It beats Gemini 3 Pro's 53.3%. And it absolutely destroys the previous GPT-5 model, which only scored 38.8%. Beats Gemini 3 in coding. Beats Claude Opus 4.5 in reasoning, has lower latency than current ChatGPT models, uses high-density training to pack more intelligence into fewer parameters, built under Code Red after usage dropped. So is GPT 5.2 the absolute best at everything? No. Different models excel at different tasks. But it's really strong at reasoning and coding, which is exactly what it was designed for. The knowledge cutoff is August 31st, 2025, so it knows about everything that happened up until late summer this year. Some people thought Garlic and GPT 5.2 were the same thing. They're not. GPT 5.2 was the quick response to Gemini 3. Garlic is the bigger long-term play. So what does this mean for you? If you're doing any kind of coding work, GPT 5.2 is worth testing. The context window alone changes how you can work with it. If you're building automation workflows or agentic systems, this is built for that. If you're just using ChatGPT for general questions and creative writing, you might not notice a huge difference. This wasn't built for that use case. When I first started working with AI models like this, I was completely overwhelmed. There were so many tools, so many updates, so many promises that didn't deliver. Now let me give you some practical tips for using GPT 5.2. First, take advantage of that context window. Stop breaking your prompts into small chunks. Feed it everything at once. Your entire project brief, all your reference documents, your whole code base if you need to. Second, use it for code review. It can analyze entire applications in context and spot patterns that would take you hours to find manually. Third, try it for technical documentation. It can generate comprehensive docs because of that massive output length. Fourth, experiment with agentic workflows. Have it interact with other tools and APIs to complete multi-step tasks. Fifth, use cached inputs when you're working with the same large files repeatedly. It'll save you a ton on API costs. Here's what doesn't work well with it. Don't expect it to be creative in the same way the previous models were. This wasn't optimized for creative writing or brainstorming. It was optimized for technical accuracy and reasoning. Don't try to use it for tasks that need knowledge after August 31, 2025. It won't know about anything that happened after that date. And don't assume it's always better than Claude or Gemini for your specific use case. Test all three and see which one actually performs best for what you're doing. The AI landscape is moving insanely fast right now. We went from GPT-5 in August to GPT 5.1 in November to GPT 5.2 in December. That's 3 major releases in 4 months. And we're seeing the same thing from Google and Anthropic, Gemini 3 in November, Claude Opus 4.5 also in November. Everyone is racing to stay ahead, which means you can't just learn a tool once and be done. You have to stay updated. You have to test new releases. You have to figure out which tools actually help your specific workflows. That's the difference between people who get value from AI and people who just chase hype. The hype is saying GPT 5.2 is the best model ever released. The reality is it's really good at specific things: expert level reasoning, complex coding tasks, handling massive amounts of context. But it's not magic. It's a tool. And like any tool, it's only as good as how you use it. Here's my prediction for what happens next. OpenAI is going to keep iterating fast. They have to. The competition is too strong, so expect more updates in the coming months. The Disney deal is going to open the floodgates for other content companies to make similar deals with AI platforms. Warner Brothers, Universal, Netflix, they're all watching this closely. And the Garlic project, the actual architectural breakthrough, is going to be the real game changer when it launches in 2026. Because if they can make models that are smaller, faster, and cheaper while maintaining the same intelligence level, that changes everything about how we deploy AI. But for now, GPT 5.2 is what we have. And it's pretty impressive. The key takeaway here is simple. Don't just blindly upgrade to every new model that comes out. Test it. See if it actually improves your workflows. Compare it to the alternatives. That's when I found this community called AI Profit Boardroom. 1,800 members all focused on learning AI together and sharing what actually works. It taught me which workflows save time versus which ones waste it. The community shares real use cases and practical implementations. If you're serious about using AI to improve your work and skills, check it out. Link in description. If you want the full process, SOPs, and 100 plus AI use cases like this one, join the AI Success Lab. Links in the comments and description. You'll get all the video notes from there, plus access to our community of 38,000 members who are crushing it with AI. I'll keep testing GPT 5.2 over the next few weeks and share what I learn. But based on what I've seen so far, it's a solid upgrade for technical work. Just know what it's good at and what it's not. That's it for this one. If you learned something, hit that like button, subscribe if you want more AI breakdowns without the BS, and I'll see you in the next video.